across live now to Natasha Piri, and she is in Soweto, where the SARB governor has addressed the crowds.
All the time. I think 2 weeks ago you spoke about black unity, saying that you'll never unite with parties like the MK party. You saw the ex-president yesterday, I don't know if you're aware, but he was speaking to some and he had called for black unity amongst parties like the EFF, the ANC and MK party as well. Another issue, you know that Floyd Shibam has now been deployed to Parliament. The working relationship between the MK party and the EFF in Parliament, how will that be? Furthermore, sorry, I've got a lot of questions. I don't know if you saw that letter came out of the city of Ekurhuleni. Where does the EFF stand in terms of the council resolution that puts the current city manager, Dr. Imojuni Mashazi, on leave? And the man that's standing right next to you, Mr. Duga, is a person who will be chairing he'll be sitting on that panel for the appointment of a new municipal manager. Just those questions, please.
Yeah, you're going to have to repeat them. There are two main. What was the first one?
Okay, so the first one, let's start please.
Oh, yes. We are here to send our condolences to the family. Presley has been a very good actor, and then put South Africa on an international map. When Tsotsi won an award internationally. That's where many of us started to appreciate that we've got a talent in our country. And when a brother like that passes on, especially at the age of 40, it should be a concern to us to come and hear it from the family as to what happened. And we send our condolences to the mother and the wife and the cousins who are here. We told them that they are not alone. If they need anything, they should be able to shout, and we'll see where we can assist as the EFF. He was a very good role model. He showed talent, and a lot of young people were looking up to him. His interaction with people, he did it with ease. He didn't throw his weight around. If you find him in social events, he didn't want to, although he had a strong presence, but he wouldn't want to behave like typical celebrities who look down on people. And that's what brought us here. Well, you know, when a man has been good to you, South Africa, you have to be there, especially during difficult times. Remember, these TV people, we stay with them. They are our relatives. So they are our people. So once something like this happens, you know one of those people that you actually see more often on your screens is no longer there. But the family is strong. They know what they want. They are looking forward to give him a decent farewell on Saturday.
Western Cape High Court, Black Unit.
Well, okay, Western Cape High Court, when they rejected the EFF application for levy, it was not the EFF that got rejected. It is the people of South Africa who lost because they are going to put an increase on fuel. And once you put increase on fuel levy, everything else goes up. The bread that goes to children at schools, the food that goes to patients in hospitals, all of that is going to be affected. And we're already saying life is difficult for our people as it were now. And to put any other increase on fuel levy, it will be to burden our people, and they cannot afford. And we are happy we took up that struggle, and South Africa can know that the 9% in Parliament is working for them 24 hours. Some will win, some will lose, and they said we must pay the cost. The good thing is that we were both using junior councils, which means the costs are less. On the case of tax where we won, they said they must pay the tax, and the tax are for senior council. So when they pay us the cost of senior council, which is going to be high, we'll minus then give it back to them and remain with something.
Black unity, Floyd.
Well, black unity is what the EFF stands for. And the EFF has always said black people must unite. It is disingenuous to to form another party and say you're calling for black unity. Once you form a party, you're already dividing people. So if you wanted to call for unity of people, you should have joined the EFF and not form a parallel organization. But I've got a problem. Why is this unity of black parties only directed at EFF? They never complain that the ANC doesn't want to unite with them. They never complain that PA doesn't want to unite with them. Every time, EFF. We are not going to allow that. You can see it's not black unity. This is an agenda to destroy the EFF. Because why are they not giving you a report about black unity with UDM? Why are they not giving you a report about all these many black formations that are there? So we don't buy into that story because we believe that it's not genuine.
Floyd, working with Floyd in Parliament?
I don't work with Floyd anyway. Parliament or soccer match or anything. I don't work with Floyd. I'm ingena into a Floyd. So I'm not getting involved. I am queen. So it's not our problem. We are in Parliament. We are working in Parliament, and that's it. If he comes to Parliament, he will find us rolling. The Parliament now is run by young boys. Young people are running that thing. And if he comes then thinks he can impose himself on them, they are already ready for him. So you can be rest assured he will not do anything that can undermine the superior logic of the EFF in that parliament. I didn't see the letter. Well, maybe speak.
You must
I didn't see the letter.
It just came out now.
When we're here?
President, when we're here.
Okay.
Like literally at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
But it's a request by council to afford an opportunity to run a process to appoint a new city manager on the basis that... So the request for her to take a special leave is on the basis that her contract comes to an end in August.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's genuinely what the request is. So it's a request to ask of her. And also on the panel, we've been on the panel before as the EFF. The current city manager was appointed. The EFF was a part of it. We're an integral part of the council sitting with a serious voice there. So it was expected as well that we form part of it, and the mayor is the chairperson of that particular committee. Yeah.
Ordinarily, when you take leave or when you are about to leave a position, it should come from you voluntarily that I will take a long leave so that I'm not seen to be on the way of what people are trying to do. It's not something we're hearing it for the first time. I mean, former Chief Justice Mogoeng took a long leave when his term was coming to an end. And there was nothing wrong with that. But the CM of Ekurhuleni has been a very good woman. She led from the front. Most of those clean audits and delivery and the awards that are being won by Ekurhuleni, it was under her leadership. And I think we're going to miss her. And I hope she will not keep too much distance, but rather keep close contact and continue to advise, because she comes with a lot of wisdom and experience. She's a mother. We all call her Mama because she has earned it. When you work with people in a dignified way, in a polite way, giving us direction. I mean, when we went to Ekurhuleni municipality, she held our hand and showed us the way and how things are done. Unfortunately, age is no longer on her side. She will have to now go on retirement. And we wish her well. We wish her good health. And we hope she will continue to make a positive contribution wherever she's going.
Newsroom, Eyewitness News, Sunday Times, Mail and Guardian. Sure, Lunga.
No, thank you very much, President. On actually the one of the doctor in Ekurhuleni. What I understand is that council has rejected her to be paid for the last 2 years that the contract with them ended, because they are saying she goes on retirement, I think on the 29th of May. Are you then, as the EFF, going to support saying that she must be paid the remainder? I know council rejected that, but is the EFF saying she must be paid for the remainder? And secondly, the new chief whip of MK Party has come and said, look, they would like to meet with the leadership of the EFF on a working relationship on the Progressive Caucus. Is that now that a person like Julius Malema has left, that we would consider Colleen to coming to you and trying to find a balance in between to working together? Thank you very much.
Well, the first one of the council having discussions about that, I don't remember the council taking such a resolution. All I know is that she had wanted a contract to be extended until it finishes, even when she has reached a retirement age. And there is no such a council resolution. So in the absence of a council resolution, they are unable to extend her contract. Not that there was a meeting where she got rejected. I don't remember that discussion. And we had just had a council now, the past Thursday. I don't think that is correct. I think she's going on retirement. And you know, when you go on retirement, there's no special package that you get to be given. You retire with your things that you are saving or things like that. So I don't think it should be a big issue. They should be able to find each other, as it were, in that municipality. And we speak. The Progressive Caucus still meets in Parliament. I mean, when we went to reject the budget, the Progressive Caucus had a meeting and spoke about how we are going to approach all of this. And we'll continue to do that. Nothing changes. And we've got a way of communicating as a Progressive Caucus and exchange notes. Where we disagree, we disagree. Where we agree, we say, okay, let's go together, and then let's go and work.
Eyewitness News.
Good afternoon, Mr. Malema. Alpha Rabushwana here from Eyewitness News. Partially covered the focus question. But part of your criticism about the MK party is that they were not playing an effective role in Parliament. And I remember you said the EFF is now the official opposition, considering that you are playing that role in Parliament. Floyd is going to Parliament, and then with a wealth of experience in Parliament, 10 years is not child's play. Do you fear that the MK party is going to overtake the EFF in Parliament now that an experienced man like Floyd is back in Parliament for the MK party elections?
Parliament is constituted by so many committees. So if you are saying this person is going to be an Holy Spirit and be in every committee and then boost the MK's presence in those committees, it's practically impossible. He cannot match the kind of leadership that we have deployed in that parliament. And we don't get threatened by anything. We do our work, not because we want to outshine anyone, but because we genuinely believe in this work, and we put a lot of effort in researching about what we're going to speak about. And that, as a result, has helped to, enlighten a lot of people in South Africa that, things work in this way, things work in that way, because of the work of the EFF. Nothing has changed. The EFF is in Parliament. The EFF will continue to play a meaningful role in Parliament.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, sure.
How are you, sir?
Fine.
I'm Aaron from Daily Sun newspaper.
Oh, yes.
I just want to ask you, outside this, but in art industry,
okay,
you have been a DJ.
Yeah.
Your son is a DJ.
Yeah.
Tell us more about your DJ. I just want to also know about whether your son will also venture into politics or not.
Well, my son takes a decision for himself. I was reminding him that he's 18. So if he makes any mistake or does wrong things, he can't say, I'm going to call dad. He's got an ID now. So what he decides to do with his life is entirely up to him. I'm a DJ, and I don't do it for commercial purpose. I do it to entertain myself. So one thing that you must know is that when I'm stressed, I like playing loud music. So if I can't find my way around, I play loud music, and then from there I come down and then develop a very good perspective on issues. But we'll have that discussion another day. Thank you.
I need to wrap. Sorry, you feel like the vote here. Sorry, apologies for that. As you can understand, the media contingency right here outside Presley's home, and of course that was EFF President Mr. Julius Malema just fielding and answering questions from members of the media. Of course, just firstly starting there by paying tribute to Presley, his life and his times, and of course, just talking about his contribution to the industry. Of course, when asked about the EFF's court challenge that was dismissed, saying that this is a loss for South Africans, as you know, that there's a high cost of living, and of course these fuel prices have then increased. We asked him then about the calls for black unity by ACT President Mr. Ace Magashule, who was speaking to my colleague yesterday, Samgele Masego, saying that why do other political parties always have to refer to the EFF when talking about black unity? He says that doesn't mind black unity in its true essence, but not when other parties are looking to swallow the EFF or by the way, destroy the EFF. And of course, he was referring to the MK party when speaking about that. He goes on, to talk about the working relationship with the EFF and the MK party. Floyd Shibambu in Parliament, of course, you would know that as a progressive caucus, they actually meet every Tuesday in Parliament, saying that, the working relationship, between the two parties will stay the same. Also saying that, Juliet, Floyd Begayaphi, Ayakwini, and of course, also mentioning the fact that the EFF has deployed the best of the best to Parliament, where they actually research. So Floyd Shibambu, in that essence, will be met, with his match. Of course, Juliet is SABC News outside Presley Chweneyagae's home. It's back to you in studio.
Thanks very much, SABC reporter Natasha Piri.